How can I take a break without feeling guilty? You finally get a chance to rest, but instead of relaxing, your stomach knots. You wonder if your loved one is okay, and you think about all that still isn't done that day, and you feel guilty. If you've ever said, I know I need a break, but I feel bad for wanting one, then this episode is the one that you need to hear. Today, I'll help you unpack what caregiver guilt really is and why it shows up when you are trying to rest, and how to take breaks that nourish you without the emotional backlash. Because rest is not selfish. It's what keeps care safe. I'm Dr. Anna Thomas. I'm a physician, TEDx speaker, and founder of Life Care Leadership. I help caregivers move from burnout to balance using practical systems and mindset shifts that protect both their loved one and their own health. I created this podcast, The Age of Caregiving, to give caregivers like you the tools, the structure, and the support to lead care with clarity. Whether you're navigating a new diagnosis or juggling care on top of everything else, you're not alone. Please remember, everything I share here is for educational purposes only. Always consult with your healthcare provider for personal medical advice. Before we jump in, if you've never taken the Care Needs Analysis training, now's the time. It will help you figure out how much help you really need, so you're not trying to rest while still also trying to juggle the work of 3 people. It's free, link below, and it will give you clarity that you didn't know you needed. Let's talk about why guilt shows up when you try to rest. Caregiver guilt is rarely about laziness. It's about love. Let me say that again. Caregiver guilt is rarely about laziness. It's about love. You care so much that stepping away feels like abandoning the mission, even when you're running on fumes. But here's the truth. You can't lead well if you're depleted. And when you collapse physically, mentally, emotionally, the whole system suffers. The goal isn't to create a system where you deserve a break. The goal is to design one that supports both care and recovery. Step 1, we need to recognize what guilt is trying to protect. Guilt usually signals one of 3 things. 1, you think rest means you're letting someone down. 2, you feel like only you can do it right. And 3, you've absorbed a message that self-care is selfish. But guilt is not accurate. It's an emotional feeling. You can acknowledge it without obeying it. So try this. I'm feeling guilty about this, but I still need rest. Rest is not selfish. Feeling guilty about this also does not mean I'm failing. Step 2, you need to define what rest actually looks like for you. Not all breaks are created equal. For some people, scrolling on the phone while listening to every noise in the house, that's not actual rest. Maybe sitting in a quiet room, in the car for 20 minutes, that might be. Ask yourself, what fills me back up quickly? What am I using to distract my mind, but the rest of my body is still on high alert? What am I doing that can actually bring me joy, that can rejuvenate me, that can make me feel like me again? What's one tiny way that I could do that this week? Some ideas might be a walk outside, music in your earbuds while you're doing laundry, an hour at the local cafe, saying yes to the neighbor who offered help last week, even 15 minutes of real time for yourself can help reset your nervous system. Step 3, start with a micro break, not a big vacation. Many people think that taking a break means leaving for 3 days. That can be overwhelming, just thinking about all the planning that you have to do to get away for 3 days. And it can feel unrealistic. Instead, start with a short 5, 10, 15-minute reset. Step away for 15 minutes and know that everything won't fall apart. And if you can do 15, you can build from there. You can set a timer. Do something kind for yourself. Build from 15 to 30, then to an hour, then a half day, then a weekend. Remember, you don't need permission for this, but you do need to set a pattern. So choose your rest rhythm and stick to it. 4, rest is more powerful when it's scheduled, not when it's stolen between tasks. I recommend you have at least a micro break every day, a partial break a couple hours every week, a full break, half a day or more every month. Make sure you block it on your calendar. Even if it's just you sitting in silence for half an hour, put it on your calendar. If it's not on your calendar, it won't get done. Step 5, replace guilt with leadership language. When you talk to others and when you talk to yourself about this, make sure you tell yourself that you are planning your rest time so you can be the best version of yourself for this care. Make sure you tell others that you need this help for an hour this week so you can recharge, and that you'd love for them to support you. And tell yourself the rest is not a reward. It's part of the care plan. Guilt thrives in silence, but leadership thrives in the language that we use. I teach more about leadership strategies in my masterclass, How to Thrive and Lead. If you're stuck in overwhelm and craving clarity, this free class is designed for you. You'll find it linked below. Just 1 hour, it could change your entire caregiving experience. You've been caring so much for so long, and every time you delay your own needs, you're saying that somebody else's life matters more than mine. Yes, taking care of them is important. That's why you chose this role, to be their caregiver. But your health is part of the care plan. Your rest is part of the system. And you're not weak for needing a break. You're wise for taking one. You're making sure that the care plan is sustainable. If you haven't watched it yet, the next video I want you to go back and watch is how can I keep family caregiving meetings calm and productive? Because when your rest is supported by others, it becomes more sustainable and less stressful. Remember, you are more than just a giver of care. You are a leader of care. This is the age of caregiving, and together we can lead it with strength, courage, and compassion.